Welcome, young explorers. I am so glad you're joining us for today's explainer. We're about to go on a pretty epic math adventure right from where you're sitting. Have you ever looked around your bedroom or the kitchen or even stared at your tablet screen and wondered just how much space is really there? Well, today we're putting on our explorer hats to hunt down missing space in the real world. We're unlocking a secret tool adults use all the time. And by the end of this, you're going to be a total pro at it too. Let's get going.
Okay, let's dive into Section 1, the Pizza Space Mystery. Picture this. It's Friday night. You and your best friend are absolutely starving, and you decide to order a pizza. The menu says it's a 12-inch pizza. You open up that warm cardboard box, and there it is. But I have a question for you, and I really want you to think about this. Is a 12-inch pizza actually 12 inches of food? You know, if you take a ruler and measure straight across the middle, from crust to crust, yeah, you get 12 inches. That straight line is called the diameter. But hang on, you don't just eat a single skinny line of pizza, do you? No way. That straight line tells you how wide it is, sure, but it definitely doesn't tell you the actual amount of delicious, cheesy food you get to eat.
And that brings us to our magic word for the day, area. Area is basically just the amount of space inside a flat shape. Imagine it like this. What if you took a magic marker and just colored in the entire top of that flat pizza? You know, making sure you covered every single bit of bubbling cheese, every slice of pepperoni. Well, all of that colored in space, that is the area. And honestly, when you're hungry, area is what really matters.
So as math explorers, we needed a reliable way to measure all this colored in space. We definitely can't use regular straight lines for this. Instead, we use square units. Just imagine covering your entire pizza with lots of tiny, perfect little squares. We can measure area in square centimeters if it's small, square meters if it's a bigger space, or, hey, if we're feeling a bit playful, we could literally measure it in square pizza slices. The main thing is, we're counting exactly how many squares fit perfectly inside our flat shape.
Let's do a quick bit of explorer math to see this in action. Let's say your square pizza box has sides that measure 30 centimeters on the bottom and 30 centimeters on the side. To find the area of that box, we just multiply those two sides together. So 30 times 30 equals 900. Yep, that means there are 900 square centimeters of space inside that box. That's exactly how much pizza you and your friend get to argue over.
All right, we've totally conquered the kitchen, so let's move this adventure into another part of your house. Section 2, Designing Your Dream Bedroom. Did you know that area is actually the ultimate secret tool for doing a complete room makeover? It really is. You can't just guess how much stuff you need. You absolutely have to know the area. Imagine you're finally getting to pick out brand new carpet or maybe some super cool floor tiles for your bedroom. How do you make sure you buy the exact right amount to cover the floor without wasting a bunch of money? Well, we just follow a few simple, fun steps. Step 1, grab a measuring tape and measure the straight sides of your floor. Step 2, multiply those numbers together to find your area. And Step 3, confidently march into the store and buy the perfect amount of carpet. It's literally like having a treasure map, where the treasure is a perfectly decorated bedroom.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how area works for your walls too. Let's say you want to paint those bedroom walls a brilliant bright blue. When you go to the hardware store and pick up a paint tin, take a look at the back. You'll see a number right there. It might say something like covers 10 square meters. The people who make the paint are actually using area to tell you exactly how much flat wall space that single tin of paint can color in. So there are 10 square meters of wall covering magic packed right inside that little tin.
Okay, so our room is designed, but let's pivot to something I know you use every single day. Section 3, the screen size test.
Believe it or not, area completely controls your digital life too, from playing video games to watching fun explainers just like this one. Think about a small phone screen compared to a really big tablet screen. Why is the tablet so much more fun for watching videos? Well, it all comes down to our magic word, area. The phone screen has a smaller area, which just means fewer square centimeters to look at. But the tablet, it has a much larger area. In the digital world, more area simply means more space. It's a much bigger, flat surface for all those bright images to shine through. Less area means less space. It really is that simple. And honestly, it makes a huge difference to your eyes.
All right, explorers, get ready for this next part. Section 4, the magic growing square.
I'm going to show you an amazing magic trick of geometry to see exactly how fast area can grow. This is where the math gets super exciting. Okay, here's the secret trick. Let's look at a small square where each side is 2 centimeters long. 2 times 2 gives us a total area of 4 square centimeters. Simple enough, right? Now let's just double the length of those sides, stretching them from 2 centimeters to 4 centimeters. You might be thinking, oh, the area just doubles too, right? Nope. 4 times 4 equals 16. Just by doubling the side length, our total area didn't just double, it quadrupled, jumping all the way from 4 to 16 square centimeters.
And you know, this brilliantly illustrates something absolutely crucial for our everyday lives. Think back to that pizza from earlier. This magic geometry trick is exactly why a large pizza is way more food than just a bit bigger than a medium pizza. When the sides, or the diameter going across, get just a little bit longer, the area inside grows incredibly fast. You are actually getting a huge amount of extra food. So always remember this geometry trick when you're super hungry.
Which brings us to our final stop on today's adventure. Section 5, Math is your superpower. I really hope you've had as much fun exploring Area with me today as I've had with you. And the best part is, our math adventure is really just getting started. Next time, we're moving on to the letter B. B is for balance. We're going to head to the playground and learn how a seesaw works exactly the same way as a math equation. It's going to be fantastic, I promise. But before we go, I want to remind you of something important. Area isn't just some boring formula hidden away in a dusty old math textbook. It's the real-world tool we use to measure the space we own, the food we share, or the empty rooms we want to fill with color and brand new carpet. And that ties perfectly into my absolute favorite Explorer motto. Don't just memorize maths, use it. Math is kind of like the secret language of the universe, and now that you understand Area, you literally have a brand new superpower to use in your everyday life. So, my fellow explorers, I have one final question to leave you with today. Look around your world right now. What space are you going to measure next? Is it going to be a rug, your school desk, maybe the backyard? Grab a measuring tape, use your new superpower, and I will see you on our next adventure.